Welcome to Bill Surviving Suburbia. Today I thought I'd do a product review on the Kobalt 40 volt tool system that I have. Just a little opening, a little beginning here. I didn't set out to get the entire Kobalt 40 volt system. We picked up the weed eater the first thing when we moved here 2 years ago. We had to have something to keep the weeds down. This works fine for household use. It's an 80,000th line. The battery works fine just for around the house, 0.25 acres. If you're doing large industrial work, this is probably not the tool you want. But around the house, works okay. So, and then we moved on to the leaf blower. You know, we already had the 40 volt system, and rather than buy gasoline power and worry about mixing oil and gas and keeping the gasoline engine going, we just went with the 40 volt. And let me just give you this works pretty good. Once again, we're just here in suburbia. Really all we need. It's November, the pine needles are falling. It does have a turbo button right here, so if you need a little more boost. So that was our second tool. Finish up the little yard work here. Got the Kobalt 40 volt leaf blower, 2.0 amp hour battery, kind of a lighter battery. Works fine for this. Has plenty of power for what I need here in suburbia. And I have to say, this is fun to run. It doesn't even seem like a chore. Now, if I did it every day, 8 hours a day, I'm sure it would be a job. But this is just a blast to run. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with it. But enjoy it. You can see where you've been too, which is awesome. This past spring, our gasoline powered lawnmower bit the dust, and we were thinking, once again, trying to keep a gasoline engine going. Do we get ethanol free gas, put stabilizer in it for the winter time, all those kind of things. So we went and we bought another 40 volt tool, and it's this lawnmower. So the lawnmower came with a 6.0 amp hour battery, which is pretty strong. It mows our 0.25 acre lot all in one charge, which is kind of nice. One of the things I just wanted to point out with this, there's more than one model of the 40 volt. This is a little more money. It's like 20 bucks more than the other one. But what I really like about this one, and I would recommend it, you guys, is the height adjustment. One lever controls all 4 wheels. They have another model where you have to take each wheel off, adjust it, put the bolt back in, every time you want to change a height adjustment. But for another few bucks, that's very handy right there. But we like the lawnmower. It's light, it's quiet, doesn't wake the neighbors up on Sunday morning. All right, we don't have the 6 amp in it right now. We have the 2.0, but it just pops right out of there, and they're interchangeable. Just doing a little mowing here in suburbia. Battery locks right in, weatherproof. Click on the black safety button. Works well, nice and light. Works great for a small property. And the last tool that I got for Father's Day, my 3 sons got me this little hedge trimmer. And I just want to point out one thing here. With the trigger here, you can change the angle of the head. So that's pretty handy, however you want to do that. Square, turn it the other way. All right. Let me just, do I have a battery in it? Yeah. And this works very well also. Probably thumb-sized brush that'll take down. This is Bill. Bill survived suburbia. Obviously we're in suburbia. You can hear the police cars out front. They're on to you, buddy. You're in trouble. Not gonna get away now. Got the hedge trimmer out. 40 volt Kobalt, 2.5 amp hour battery. A little slick working unit. Takes down trees. It says an inch. At least that. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Let me get right to work cutting these down. It's the 3rd time these have grown. 3rd time I'll be cutting these down this year. I don't know what kind of trees they are. They grow. And they block out the sunlight from the garden, and they just look messy. So we're going to take it down flush with the fence. You can rotate this 90 degrees. It's a pretty slick feature, so whichever easiest to handle. I don't want to cover up my beans because we're going to pick some beans for lunch today, so we have to be careful there. Work of that. Nice working little unit. So, even though I'm gushing all about this, I didn't set out to do that. It's just that it works well for us here in suburbia. We were very disappointed when we first started out. One of the batteries held a charge twice, and then it just wouldn't take a charge again. And we didn't beat on it, we didn't drop it. It just was a dud. So since we had other batteries, it just kind of sat on my bench for a year and a half. And then I thought, let me give Kobalt a call, see if they can do anything about it. And lo and behold, to their credit, they're sending a brand new battery. All right, just to follow up to my dud Kobalt battery. The battery was 2 years old and I had only charged it 3 times maybe. And it's just been sitting on my bench all this time. And you can see I have a couple other Kobalt batteries, my Milwaukee's and junk drawer. It's my son's basketball, my middle son Alex basketball trophy from, I think you're in 5th grade, Alex. We gotta get that to you. He's in his 20s now. But I've had plenty of Kobalt batteries, so I haven't needed to get the dud replaced. But then I thought, rather than just dispose of it, I would see if I could get it replaced. And I called Kobalt, and it does say 3-year warranty on it. And I called Kobalt, and they sent me a brand new battery. So I've got to give them credit. It had been 2 years. I did not have my receipt. They looked up my receipt and forwarded me a form via an email. I filled out the email, sent it to them, and a couple days later, I've got a new battery. So I have to give Kobalt customer service, a thumbs up. They're very helpful, and I can't say enough about how they helped me out after 2 years. So just wanted to bring that to your attention as part of this tool review. And like I said, we'll swing around here. This is my youngest son. I have 3 sons. The youngest son's Mustang. We'll do a video on getting that started. And I did want to mention, and I probably pointed it out, the battery powered lawnmower works great in regular grass, I call it. If it's thick and heavy, ankle high, knee high, it's not going to have the power of a gasoline model. But I wanted to point that out. But I like it light, quiet. You don't have to worry about the gas. Don't have to worry about the carburetor gumming up over the winter time. It's only been 1 season, but so far we have liked the 40-volt lawnmower very, very well. All right, guys, that's going to conclude 40-volt tool review. Hedge trimmer, blower, and it's hard to see back there, but that's the string trimmer back there. So hang that back up. There you go, guys. Till next time, enjoy it. Enjoy suburbia. Do what you need to do to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. One thing I do want to mention about the battery power, if your grass is very tall and very thick, the battery doesn't have the power of the gasoline engine. It will trip out. I went on vacation this summer and came back in 2-3 weeks, tried to mow the lawn, and this would trip out because it was just too thick, whereas a gasoline would just power right through it. So I did want to point that out. If you trim your grass regularly, whatever, once every week or 2, the battery will work fine. If it gets overgrown, you're gonna miss the power of a gasoline engine. Just the power hog right through it. This will not do it. Just wanted to point that out. It has its place, but heavy, thick grass, this will struggle. I had to take half a cut to half the width. This is like a 20-inch. I had to take a 10-inch cut to get through that thick grass. Just want to let you know about that. Product review, I would recommend the 40-volt system for a household. It's just the right size, the batteries last long enough, and then you can move on to the next job. There you have it, Kobalt 40-volt product review. Hey there, just properly disposing of my crap Kobalt battery. It's a local landfill. It's all kinds of batteries. There you go. Reuse that lithium in that bad boy.